Good morning, all.
Come on, can you go a bit more to your right?
Yes, good morning. Ahmad Mohammed, Branch President, TCL Local Branch of the OWTU. We are here this morning demonstrating as well our dissatisfaction with the pace at which our negotiations and discussions with the company's management are progressing. We would have had two meetings since we convened meetings 2 Fridays ago. The first meeting went pretty well, where we would have reviewed the memorandum of agreement when all of the items save one remained outstanding. We had two meetings last week, one of which did not go well and one in which the management failed to show. This afternoon we are due to meet at 1:30 at Paramount Building at the Oilfields Workers Trade Union head offices in San Fernando. We are anticipating the sign-off or the conclusion of such memorandum of agreement, which would bring closure to those outstanding issues from 2014 to present. However, based on the events that would have transpired last week, it leaves us in an ambiguous position as to where we are going and what the company is going to be coming to us this afternoon with in regard of such MOA. As a major issue regarding our Ready Mix Limited comrades in the senior staff or bargaining unit 2 unit remains outstanding to be dealt with, which the company would have failed to address properly last week. We are, however, continuing our struggle to ensure that we do everything that is possible to protect the jobs of our workers and to ensure that what is the just dues of workers are achieved.
So what are the major sticking points that the company is objecting to?
The major sticking point with the Ready Mix Limited Bargaining Unit 2 has to do with their wage increases for these senior staff workers. Back pay would have been paid already, and while there would have been a lot of ambiguity in terms of the classifications and so on of such workers, where a lot of individual contracts would have been given by the union, by the company, which is in itself a breach of the collective bargaining process. The union would have pretty much given a blight, so to speak, using local balance, to the company to bring some resolution to that and to finally bring some standardization and to regularize the classifications of such workers in the bargaining unit too. However, the company came last Wednesday and indicated to us that the work that we would have done over the last year and a half or so would have been pulled from the table. So therefore, it's almost as though we are starting back from scratch. And this is the ambiguity that we are dealing with at the moment. So this afternoon, it remains pretty much to be seen really what the company is going to be coming with and how we will proceed.
So in terms of the memorandum of agreement, you all have already signed up on it in terms of the...
No, the memorandum of agreement is not yet signed off upon. This bargaining unit 2 deliberations is one of those issues that need to be agreed about or ratified before we can sign off really to take things forward. In the event any of these issues are not agreed upon, there also remains the option between parties that it could probably be set aside either for a deferral or for a referral to the courts.
What about retrenchment? Is this on the table?
Well, following the notification sent by the company to the union regarding those 24 workers whose jobs would have become redundant, we have not received any further note from the company on that, and workers themselves would not have received any notices individually from the company just yet.
So are you optimistic about this evening's meeting?
This evening meeting, no, I have to admit at this point I am really, in a state of wonderment as to what is the company's direction, what is really their agenda, because they are not being very clear and transparent as to what we are going to be doing and accomplishing this afternoon.
Who's leading the company's
The company's team is currently being led by the general manager, Mr. Rodolfo Martinez, and the company's HR manager, Bonnie Alexis.
So So it's too early to say whether this will reach industrial court.
It's too early to say. It's difficult to ascertain at this point, but this afternoon, definitely a clear way forward would have been achieved. Whether it is an amicable bilateral agreement or whether we end up with some situation where we agree to disagree and have a referral to the court. Thank you.
The numbers get a little larger and again, the numbers get a little bigger now. We get a little 2 minutes again, a minute, 1 minute, yes.
He mean processing.
Strong. How are you, man? Strong. Strong. But I know you are the one. Man. But I know you are the